Welcome to Tungal Online Classes. In previous classes, we have discussed about the mechanical properties of solid, mechanical properties of fluid. So today, we are going to start the new chapter that is thermal properties of matter. Thermal properties of matter. Okay. The weightage of this chapter is 9 marks. The weightage of this chapter is 9 marks. The possibility questions are the first one, 1 mark 1 question, 3 mark 1 question, 5 mark 1 question. The total is 9 marks. The total is 9 marks. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the first one, heat, temperature, different scale to measure the temperature. After that, expansion of solid, expansion of liquid, expansion of a gas. So after that, mode of heat transformation, and the last topic is Newton's laws of cooling. The last topic is Newton's laws of cooling. The first concept is heat. The first concept is heat. So then what do you mean by heat? So heat is a form of energy transferred between two bodies or a body and a surrounding due to temperature difference. So this is a definition of a heat. Okay, see here the definition of a heat is a form of energy. Heat is a form of energy transferred between two bodies or a body and surrounding, a body and the surroundings due to temperature difference. So this is the definition of a heat. So heat is a form of energy transferred between two bodies or a body and a surrounding due to temperature difference. Okay, see here. In this case, we are consider a general example. So consider this a horizontal surface. Placed a cup of tea on a horizontal surface, right? So here we are placed a cup of tea on a horizontal surface. So in this case, the temperature of this tea is 80 degrees Celsius. Let us assume that the temperature of this tea is 80 degrees Celsius and the surrounding temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. The surrounding temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. So in this case, the heat is transferred from tea to surrounding. So in this case, the heat is transferred from higher temperature region to the lower temperature region. So in this case, the temperature of a tea is more comparing to the surrounding temperature. So that's why the heat is transferred from tea to surrounding. The heat is transferred from tea to surrounding until both the bodies attain a common temperature. So that is known as the thermal equilibrium. We will discuss this topic later. Okay, see here. So here we will just concentrate about the heat. So heat is a form of energy. It is transferred from higher temperature region to the lower temperature region. In this case, the temperature of a tea is more comparing to the surrounding temperature. That's why the energy is transferred from hot body to the cold body. So that means the energy is transferred from tea to surrounding. See the next example here. So consider this a table. We are placed ice cube on a table. The temperature of this ice cube is 0 degree Celsius, right? So when we are touched this ice cube, we feel warm, right? Okay, so in this case, the temperature of a person is approximately 37 degree Celsius and the temperature of this ice cube is 0 degree Celsius. In this case, the heat is transferred from our body to the ice cube. In this case, we are losing the heat energy. So then we feel the cold. So in this case, the heat is transferred from the human body to the ice cube. That means again here heat is transferred from higher temperature region to the lower temperature region. And similarly, so when we touch the hot body, consider this is a hot body. The temperature of this body is approximately 100 degrees Celsius. When we are touched this hot body, in that case we feel warm. because in that case the heat is transferred from hot body to our body. In this case the temperature of this hot body is 100 degrees Celsius and the temperature of our body is, that is 27 degrees Celsius. Here is also heat is transferred from higher temperature region to the lower temperature region, higher temperature region to the lower temperature region. Okay, see here. So this is about the heat. Heat is a form of energy transferred between two bodies or a body and a surrounding due to temperature difference. Okay, see here. Then what is the SI unit of heat energy? SI unit of heat. SI unit of heat is joule. It is denoted by J. SI unit of heat is joule. It is denoted by J. And the next one, CGS unit. CGS unit of heat is calorie. It is denoted by CAL, calorie. Right? Okay. The next one. It is a scalar quantity. Heat is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Right. The next one. The dimension formula for heat is, that is m L square T to the power is -2, right? So this is about the heat. The unit of heat is joule, Caesar's unit of heat is, that is calorie, and it is a scalar quantity. The dimension formula for energy is, that is m L square T to the power is -2. So next one, then what do you mean by this calorie? What do you mean by this calorie? So calorie means the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. So see here, so in this case we are consider a beaker. That beaker is a consist of 1 gram of water. Here this beaker is consist of 1 gram of water, right? So the initial temperature of this body, let us assume that is 14 degrees Celsius, right? The initial temperature of that water is 14 degrees Celsius. So in this case we want to increase the temperature of this liquid or this water through 1 degree Celsius. That means here we want to increase the temperature of this water to 15 degrees Celsius. So for that one we have to give some energy, so in the form of heat. So here we are supplying the heat energy to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. So that is the definition of 1 calorie. So in examination they may ask for 1 mark. Define 1 calorie means the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. It is the definition of a 1 calorie, right? Okay. After that, so 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules. 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joules, or 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. 4.2 joules. So just remember this value. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules, right? So then what is the definition of calorie here? The amount of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. So that is known as a 1 calorie. Then 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joules. The next topic is temperature, right? So then what do you mean by the temperature? The temperature means the degree of hotness and coolness of the body. So that is known as the temperature. The degree of hotness and coolness of the body. The degree of hotness and coolness of the body is called temperature. Right? So the definition of temperature is the degree of hotness and coolness of the body is called temperature. Here the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. It is denoted by K. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. And the next one, It is a scalar quantity. Temperature is a scalar quantity. Temperature is a scalar quantity. And the next one, other unit to measure, other units to measure temperature is, one is degree Celsius and one more is the Fahrenheit, right? Temperature, the degree of hotness and coldness of the body is called temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. It is a scalar quantity. Other unit to measure the temperature is degree Celsius and Fahrenheit, right? Next, a device is used to measure the temperature, so that is known as the thermometer. A device is used to measure the temperature, so that is known as the thermometer. So next one we are going to discuss about the different scale to measure the temperature. Different scale to measure the temperature. Already we know that there are three different scales is there. One is a Kelvin scale and one more is a Fahrenheit scale and one more is a Celsius scale. Okay, see here. So in this case we are drawing, the first one is a Celsius scale, second one is a Fahrenheit scale and the third one is a Kelvin scale, right? Here CS indicates that this is Celsius scale, Fs indicates that this is a Fahrenheit scale, Ks indicates that this is the Kelvin scale, right? Okay, see here, if you want to measure any physical quantity, for example, this is a physical quantity, we must know minimum 2 point, what is its initial point and what is its ending point. If you know that the initial point and the ending point, we can easily find out what is the length of this physical quantity. So similarly, if you want to construct any thermometer or any scale to measure the temperature of the body, in that case minimum we know 2 points. The first one is the lower fixed point. For a Celsius scale, here LFP indicates that lower fixed point and this is upper fixed point UFP. Here LFP indicates that is a lower fixed point and UFP indicates that is the upper fixed point. Here lower fixed point is known as the ice point. This is known as the ice point. Here I bar P indicates that is ice point, and upper fixed point that is known as the boiling point, that is B bar P, right? Here lower fixed point is known as ice point of a water and B bar P indicates that is the boiling point of the water or the steam point of the water. So already we know that in Celsius scale, the lower fixed point value or the ice point of a water, that is 0 degrees Celsius, and the boiling point of a water, that is 100 degrees Celsius. The boiling point of a water is 100 degrees Celsius. So then the in between upper fixed point and the lower fixed point, it consists of 100 divisions. In between upper fixed point and the lower fixed point, it consists of 100 divisions. So then each division value on this thermometer, each division value on the Celsius scale, so that is 1 degree, right? Okay, see here. In this case, the lower fixed point of the thermometer is, that is ice point, that is 0 degrees Celsius. And the upper fixed point is, that is boiling point, that is 100 degrees Celsius. In between the lower fixed point and the upper fixed point, it consists of 100 divisions, and the each division value on the thermometer is, that is 1 degree Celsius, that is 1 degree Celsius. So next one, Fahrenheit scale. The Fahrenheit scale, again it is also consists of the two fixed point. This is the first one is lower fixed point and this is the upper fixed point. The lower fixed point is known as the ice point. Here this is I bar P indicates that is ice point of a water, and this is the steam point or boiling point of a water, right? Then the ice point of a water in a Fahrenheit scale is, that is 32 Fahrenheit. The ice point of a water in Fahrenheit scale, so that is 32 Fahrenheit, and the boiling point of the water, so that is 212 Fahrenheit, that is 212 Fahrenheit. So in between the ice point and the boiling point, it consists of 180 divisions. In between ice point and the boiling point, it consists of 180 divisions. So then each division value on the Fahrenheit scale is, that is 1 division value is equal to 1 Fahrenheit, right? This is about the Fahrenheit scale. So in Fahrenheit scale, again it is also consist of a 2 point. One is the ice point and one more is the steam point or the boiling point. The ice point of a water, in a Fahrenheit scale is, that is 32 Fahrenheit, and the boiling point or the steam point of the water in Fahrenheit scale is, that is 212 Fahrenheit, and in between this lower fixed point and upper fixed point, it consists of 180 divisions. So then one division value is equal to 1 Fahrenheit. The one division value is equal to 1 Fahrenheit. And the last scale is, that is Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale. Here is also the lower fixed point and the upper fixed point. Lower fixed point is known as the ice point and the upper fixed point is known as the boiling point or the steam point, right? The ice point of water in a Kelvin scale is, that is 273.15 Kelvin. 273.15 Kelvin, and the upper fixed point or the boiling point of water in a Kelvin scale is, that is 373.15 Kelvin. 373.15 Kelvin. So next one, the in between ice point and the steam point, it consists of a 100 division. So then one division value, that is one division value is equal to 1 Kelvin. One division value is equal to 1 Kelvin. This is about the Kelvin scale. The first one is the Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, and the Kelvin scale. In Celsius scale, the ice point of water is 0 degrees Celsius and boiling point of water is, that is 100 degrees Celsius. In between it consists of 100 divisions. Each division value on the Celsius scale is 1 degree Celsius. Similarly, in Fahrenheit scale, the lower fixed point or the ice point of water is 32 Fahrenheit, boiling point is 212, and in between this consists of 180 divisions, and one division is equal to 1 Fahrenheit. And last one is the Kelvin scale. In Kelvin scale, the lower fixed point or the ice point is 273, boiling point is 373.15. In between it consists of 100 divisions. So each division value on a Kelvin scale is 1 Kelvin. The next one, we are going to connect the relation between Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale, and Fahrenheit scale to the Celsius scale. After that, we are going to connect the relation between Fahrenheit scale to Kelvin scale or Kelvin scale to Fahrenheit scale. So first one, relation between Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale. The relation between Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale. So here we know the general formula to connect the relation between any scales, any two different scales. What is the general formula here? So that is scale minus lower fixed point divided by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. So this is a general relation we are using to connect the relation between any two different scale. Okay, see here. So using this general formula, we are going to connect the relation between Celsius and the Fahrenheit scale. Okay, see here. The relation between the Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale, the general formula is scale minus lower fixed point divided by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. Here the scale is, that is Celsius scale, that is C, minus lower fixed point for a Celsius scale value is, that is 0, minus 0 divided by upper fixed point is 100 and lower fixed point is 0. So that is C minus 0 divided by 100 minus 0, that is equal to next one is the Fahrenheit scale. Here scale means that is F. F indicates that Fahrenheit scale minus lower fixed point for Fahrenheit scale is, that is 32. F minus 32 divided by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. Upper fixed point value is 212, lower fixed point value is 32. So then this is 212 minus 32. 212 minus 32. Okay, the next one. This becomes C by 100, that is equal to F minus 32 divided by 212 minus 32 means that is 180. Here 1010 get cancelled and this is 5 and this is 9. So the general relation is, that is C by 5, that is equal to F minus 32 divided by 9. C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9. So next one, using this formula, using this formula, then C is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32. F minus 32. So this is one formula to convert Fahrenheit scale reading to Celsius scale reading. Fahrenheit scale reading to Celsius scale reading. So if you want to convert Celsius scale reading to Fahrenheit scale means, in that case, with the help of this formula, F is equal to 9 by 5. F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. C plus 32. So this formula we are used to convert Celsius scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. Celsius scale reading to Fahrenheit scale. Here we have to remember these two formula to convert Fahrenheit scale reading to Celsius scale, and this formula we are using to convert Celsius scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. So it is C is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32, and this is F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. See here, first example, convert minus 10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit scale reading. Convert minus 10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit scale reading. So already we know that the two formulas. So this formula is, we are using conversion of Fahrenheit scale reading to Celsius scale, and this formula we are using to convert Celsius scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. So here we are using this formula. So write the formula here, that is F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So here they are given, the Celsius value is given, that is C is equal to minus 10 degrees Celsius is given. So substitute here C value. So that is F is equal to 9 by 5, C value is minus 10 plus 32. So then C is equal to, F is equal to, this is 2 minus 18 plus 32 is equal to, that is minus 18 plus 32 means that is 14 degree Fahrenheit. So that is 14 Fahrenheit, right? So in this way we are going to convert the degree Celsius reading to the Fahrenheit scale reading. See the next one, convert 100 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit scale reading. So again here they are given Celsius value, that is C is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. Convert this into Fahrenheit scale reading. Again we are using the same formula, that is F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Substitute the C value here. F is equal to 9 by 5, C value is 100 plus 32 here. Then F is equal to, so this is 5 2, so that is 20. This 9 into 20 is 180 plus 32. Then Fahrenheit is equal to 212 Fahrenheit. See the next problem here. Convert 98.4 Fahrenheit to Celsius scale. So in this case they are given, Fahrenheit scale reading is given, F is equal to 98.4 Fahrenheit. Convert this into Celsius scale. So for this one we are using this formula, that is C is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32. Here F value is given, so substitute here, that is 5 by 9, F value is 98.4 minus 32. 98.4 minus 32. Here C is equal to 5 by 9. 98.4 minus 32, its value is 66.4. Simplify this one, we will get C is equal to 36.9 degree Celsius. 36.9 degree Celsius. So this way we are going to convert Fahrenheit scale reading to Celsius scale reading. The next one is convert 14 Fahrenheit to Celsius scale reading. Here they are given F is equal to, that is a 14 Fahrenheit. Convert this into Celsius scale. Again we are using the same formula, that is C is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32. Here F value is given, substitute, F value is 14 minus 32. 14 minus 32, that is equal to 5 by 9 into minus 18. So simplify this one, we will get, the answer is minus 10 degree Celsius. Here we are converting 14 Fahrenheit reading to Celsius scale, its value is equal to minus 10 degree Celsius. The next one, we are going to show that at what temperature both the scale shows the same reading. Okay, see here, show that at what temperature both the scale, so that means Fahrenheit scale and Celsius scale shows the same reading, Okay, see here, in this case we are going to show that the Celsius scale and the Fahrenheit scale shows the same reading. At what temperature both the scale shows the same reading. Okay, in this case they are given a condition. So at what temperature both the scales show the same reading means that is Fahrenheit scale that is equal to Celsius scale reading. So Fahrenheit scale reading that is equal to Celsius scale reading. So already we know the general relation. So that is C by 100 that is equal to F minus 32 divided by 180, right? So in this case they are given the condition that is F is equal to C, then Fahrenheit scale reading that is equal to Celsius scale reading. So substitute the F value here. So then it becomes, so 1 0 1 0 get cancelled, this is 5 and this is 9. So then C by 5 that is equal to, what is the F value here, that is C minus 32 divided by 9. C minus 32 divided by 9, cross multiply this one, that becomes 9C that is equal to 5C minus 5 into 32 that is 160. 5C minus 160. So this is equal to, take this 5 this side, 9C minus 5C that is equal to minus 160. Then 4C is equal to minus 160. Then C is equal to 160 divided by 4, that is equal to, C is equal to minus 40 degree, right? So that means at minus 40 degrees Celsius both the scale shows the same reading. Okay, see here. So in this case we are going to prove that at what temperature both the scale shows the same reading. They are mentioned the condition that is Fahrenheit scale reading that is equal to Celsius scale reading. So already we know the general relation that is C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 divided by 180. Here we are substituting the F value, that F value is C. So then it becomes C by 5 is equal to C minus 32 divided by 9. After that cross multiply this one, then it becomes 9C is equal to 5C minus 160, right? So then take this 5C this side, then it becomes 9C minus 5C is equal to minus 160, that is equal to 4C is equal to minus 160, then C is equal to minus 40 degree. At minus 40 both the scale shows the same reading. The next one, we are going to connect the relation between Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale. We are going to connect the relation between Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale. Okay, see here, relation between Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale. Again we are using this general formula. What is general formula here? Scale minus lower fixed point divided by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. Here we are going to connect the relation between Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale. Okay, first we are going to apply the general formula for Fahrenheit scale. The scale is, that is F minus lower fixed point. LFP indicates that lower fixed point is 32 divided by upper fixed point value is, that is 212 minus lower fixed point value is 32. So this is equal to, next for Kelvin scale, here scale is K minus lower fixed point value is, that is 273.15 divided by the upper fixed point value is, that is 373.15 minus lower fixed point value is 273.15, right? The next one, simplify this one, that is F minus 32 divided by, so this value is 180, that is equal to K minus 273.15 divided by, the difference is 100, again it is 9 and it is 5, then F minus 32, F minus 32 divided by 9, that is equal to K minus 273.15 divided by 5. So then, if you want to find out the F value, so that means F is equal to, keep F value this side, F is equal to, take 9 this side, 9 by 5 bracket of K minus 273.15 as it is. Next, take this 32 this side, then it becomes plus 32. So this formula we are used to convert Kelvin scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. So here F is equal to 9 by 5 K minus 273.15 plus 32. So this formula we are used to convert Kelvin scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. So similarly, we are going to convert Fahrenheit scale reading to Kelvin scale. Okay, see here. So from this relation K is equal to, from this relation K is equal to, take 5 this side, 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32, 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32 plus 273.15. 273.15. So this formula we are used to convert Fahrenheit scale reading to Kelvin scale reading. So these two formulas are so very important. So the first formula is conversion of Kelvin scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. That formula is F is equal to 9 by 5 bracket of K minus 273.15 plus 32. And the second formula is we are using this formula to convert Fahrenheit scale reading to Kelvin scale reading. So that is K is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32 plus 273.15. See the example here. Convert 200 Kelvin to Fahrenheit scale reading. So convert 200 Kelvin to Fahrenheit scale reading. So here they are given, K value is given. So that is 200 K. So convert this into Fahrenheit scale reading. So already we know that the two formula. So one is conversion of Fahrenheit scale reading to Kelvin scale, and one more is Kelvin scale reading to Fahrenheit scale reading. So here they are given, Kelvin scale reading is given. So for that one we are using this formula. So that is, formula is F minus, F is equal to 9 by 5 bracket of K minus 273.15 plus 32. So this is the formula. Okay, see here, substitute the K value in this relation. That is F is equal to 9 by 5, K is equal to, that is 200 minus 273.15 plus 32. So subtract this one, that is F is equal to 9 by 5, 200 minus 273.15 means that is minus 73.15 plus 32. So multiply this one and divide by 5, then you will get, the result is minus 131.67 plus 32. This is equal to minus 99.67 Fahrenheit, right? So this is the final result. In this case they are given 200 Kelvin, K value is given. Substitute the K value in this equation, simplify, we will get the final result is, that is minus 99.67 Fahrenheit. See the next one, convert 200 Fahrenheit to Kelvin scale reading. So in this case they are given, F value is given, F value is 200 Fahrenheit, convert this value into Kelvin scale reading. Okay, so in this case we are using the first formula, that is K is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32 plus 273.15. Okay, see here, I will write the formula here, K is equal to 5 by 9 bracket of F minus 32 plus 273.15. Okay, here K is equal to 5 by 9 as it is. So here F value is given, that is 200 minus 32 plus 273.15, right? Okay, see here, this is 5 by 9 as it is, 200 minus 32 into 5 divided by 9, its value is here 200 minus 32 into 5 divided by 9, its value is 93.33 plus 273.15. This is equal to, the answer is 366.48 Kelvin. right? So here they are given 200 Fahrenheit reading. So if you convert this 200 Fahrenheit to Kelvin scale reading, we will get 366.48 Kelvin, 366.48 Kelvin. The next one, at what temperature both Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale shows the same reading? Okay, at what temperature both Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale shows the same reading? Here they are mentioned the condition, the Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale. So that means that is Kelvin scale shows the Fahrenheit scale reading. So that is K is equal to F or F is equal to K, both are same. So in this case we are going to substitute the K value, that is equal to F. Already we know that the general formula, that is K minus 273.15 divided by 100, that is equal to F minus 32 divided by 180. So this is equal to, so here they are mentioned the condition, that is K is equal to F, that is K is equal to F. In place of K we are substituting the F value, that is F minus 273.15 divided by, so this is 5 and this is 9, 5 is equal to F minus 32 divided by 9. By cross multiplication, this is 9 into F, 9F minus 9 into 273.15, its value is 2458.35, that is equal to, multiply this one, 5F minus 5 into 32, that is 160. So take this term this side, 9F minus 5F, that is equal to, take this term this side, that is 2458.35 minus 160. So this is equal to 9F minus 5F is, that is 4F, that is equal to difference of this one, that is 2298.35, 98.35. Then F is equal to 2298.35 divided by 4, its value is F is equal to 574.58 Fahrenheit, right? So at this value both the scale shows the same reading. Okay, so here in this case also we are going to prove that at what temperature both the Fahrenheit and Kelvin scale shows the same reading. They are given the condition is K is equal to F, and the general relation is, that is K minus 273.15 divided by 100, that is equal to F minus 32 divided by 180 with the help of the general relation. So here we are substituting the K is equal to F value. So substitute K is equal to F and simplify this one, we will get F is equal to 574.58 Fahrenheit. At this temperature both Kelvin scale and the Fahrenheit scale shows the same reading. The last one is the relation between Celsius scale and Kelvin scale. The first one, the relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit scale is over, and the second one, the relation between Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale is also over, and the last one, the relation between the Celsius scale and the Kelvin scale. So with the help of a general formula, what is general formula? Scale minus lower fixed point divided by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point, that is equal to scale minus lower fixed point divided by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. Here we are going to connect the relation between Celsius scale and Kelvin scale. The general relation, this is scale is C minus the lower fixed point for Celsius scale value is 0, upper fixed point is 100 minus 0, that is equal to K minus 273.15 divided by upper fixed point is 373.15 minus 273.15, right? So this is equal to C by 100, that is equal to K minus 273.15 divided by, this is 100, this get cancelled, then C is equal to K minus 273.15. So this relation we are used to convert Kelvin scale reading into Celsius scale reading. Similarly, if you want to convert Celsius scale reading to Kelvin scale, then K is equal to C plus 273.15. 273.15, that is K is equal to C plus 273.15. This formula we are used to convert Celsius scale reading to Kelvin scale, and this formula we are used to convert Kelvin scale reading to Celsius scale reading. See here, the example is convert 300 Kelvin to Celsius scale reading. Here they are given K is equal to 300 Kelvin, convert this into Celsius scale reading. Okay, the formula is this one. C is equal to K minus 273.15. C as it is, substitute the K value, that is 300 minus 273.15. Then C is equal to, that is 26.85 degrees Celsius, that is approximately equal to 27 degree Celsius. So this way we are going to convert Kelvin scale reading to Celsius scale reading. The next one, convert 300 degrees Celsius to Kelvin scale. Here they are given Celsius scale value is given, C is equal to 300 degrees Celsius, convert into Kelvin scale. For this one we are using this formula, that is K is equal to C plus 273.15. Then K is equal to, what is the C value here? That is 300 plus 273.15. Then K is equal to 300 plus 273.15 means that is 573.15 Kelvin. So this way we are going to convert one scale reading to another scale reading.